Javion Magee, the brother that was found supposedly at the base of a tree with a rope, or he not supposedly, but he was, but allegedly they were trying to say that he had took his own life by lynching himself. He was at the base of a tree. I seen the tree. The tree is doesn't even look like a tree that a person could hang from. Uh, Now there's a brother. His page is called Taylor House Publishing, and I'm gonna play a video because this brother has been doing a lot of groundwork. He's been like going out to the side. He's been talking to people that live in in the city in Henderson. He's been he black and white that say that even though it's not considered a sundown town, the white hoods are there, the triple K's are there, and there's a triple K bar not too far from where this thing happened with the brother Javion Magee. But he's been like exposing a different side of the story that you cannot get from watching the media. You just cannot get it because he's like literally doing groundwork. Uh, there's a picture where it appears to be three men the night before Javion Magee was found, three men with Javion Magee's body slumped against a truck. Okay. So there's a lot of foul play. I believe yesterday they had the funeral services for Javion Magee in Chicago, but there still is no official, he took his own life, but they're saying there's no foul play. So I'm gonna play a little bit of this video from Taylor House Publishing. I'm gonna try to get in contact with this brother so maybe we could discuss this on live. But shout out to the brother for the groundwork that he's doing. Okay, so let me pull this up real quick.
When they found him, it was shot. He thought he was drunk or something. They trying to wake him up. The guy was cutting grass, and he saw he won't move himself. But he won't hang it from a tree. No, he won't hang it. He was just sitting on the ground. His body was sitting on the ground. He was leaning against the tree and his butt touching the ground. Laid up beside these two little trees right here. Now, if you see these trees, there's no possible way that somebody can hang themselves from these trees. Now, the guy told me that the body was sitting propped up with his butt on the ground and a rope tied around his neck.
My first time coming here, back here.
Okay.
But I do park up there right beside the flatbed right there when I come in on the weekend. I'm gonna be honest, man. I really don't know, but I can confirm one thing.
What's that?
Henderson is not a sundown.
But this is the brother right here. Let me see. Get him right here.
Found in the location that you just saw with a rope around his neck. And many people first thought that, he was dangling from the tree, which is not true, which you're about to hear the sheriff say that as well. He was not hung. It was not ruled as a suicide.
So that's the brother right there. Let me just scrub up to where there's a part of this. Oh, it's right here. So let me see. He's seen this sister putting flowers at the base of a tree. And so he interviewed her. Just listen to what she say.
So balloons right here are what has been set up as a little memorial for Javion Magee. And you actually reached out to the father?
I did.
Okay. And you said that the police said they're still not letting them see the body?
So my knowledge, they're not letting them see the body.
Okay. And
That's what was said.
And they said that they was gonna send a text message of the body or something like that? A picture of the body. All right, and so what made you come out here today?
I came out here to show support because I feel like, it's questions that need to be answered because it's a lot of stuff is not adding up. I feel like, it's a lot of things that's going on that people are not saying, and I don't feel like Javion would even do anything like this. He looked like a bright young man, so I don't think he would do anything like this.
Oh, okay. And you said you have two boys of your own?
I do.
Okay. And so how old are they?
My boys are 12 and 14.
Okay. Now, how is it? Like, I know you say you're not from here, but how is it the town of Henderson? How is it to live in?
The town of Henderson is very wishy-washy. They help who they want to help.
Okay.
I mean, all I can do is be honest. They help who they want to help.
Okay. Now, what about, I guess, racism? Because a lot of people think, you know, when you find a black man with a rope tied around his neck, it's automatically racism involved. I do too. So, have you?
I feel like it's racism. I feel like what they're saying right now is not even believable. Like, yeah. I think racism is still out here because I've had my mishappenings with Henderson. I done been called all kinds of N-words. I done even went to a white church that they told me that they don't help my kind. So I still think it's racism.
Wow. When was this?
This was recently. I reached out for help because me and my kids was going through something, and they told me they don't help our kind.
Wow, our kind. This is last year, this year, the year before. Whoa. Okay. So, but a lot of people say that Henderson is 75% black. So that's a lot of people saying, well, you know, it can't be bad because it's 75% black. What do you feel about that?
That doesn't mean anything. That does not mean anything. Just because it's 75% black, that does not mean anything. It's still, we still have our people out here that's still doing stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, they still don't like us just because of our skin. That's just it.
Okay. And actually, have you been back there behind the fence?
We have not.
Okay. Well, that's where they said that he was found. I spoke to a gentleman who works there. So he was found like on the side of that fence between two trees. And actually, they said he bought some blue rope. And you can see like a few strands of blue rope on the ground leading to where he was at. So it's definitely suspicious. They said he parked his truck right there, dropped his truck, went to Walmart, went to smoke shop, and went to a hotel and came back here. And then that's when everything happened. So
they said that's the thing. They say he went to Walmart. If he had any kind of suicide thoughts, it's bridges. It's a lot of other trees right there that he can hang himself right there. It's not adding up. Why would he come all the way back here in the woods to hang himself?
Yeah, and a lot
that means someone took him off road and did what they had to do.
And he put him there. Yeah.
Did what he had. If he was suicidal, he would have did what he had to do. It's bridges. It's too much opening.
Yeah, and that's what I feel too. Like somebody did what they had to do, then placed him there and put the rope around his neck because the rope wasn't tied to a tree.
It's not adding up.
Yeah,
they got answers, and it's like they hired something. Yeah, I'm sticking to my word.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much.
Of course.
I appreciate your support and your support for the family of Javion Magee. Peace and love.
And so there you hear the young lady speaking about her experiences.
So yeah, you seen what I seen. We both listened to it. The sister out there, he's speaking to a lot of people. It's not just his sister. He's got a lot of calls from white people that's saying that there's the white hoods is out there thick. And this sister is like, I just don't believe that. It just don't make no sense at all. Doesn't make any sense that he got a hotel room and came back to where the truck was. If he really was on that type of time, he could have did that any other place before he even got back there. She said there's bridges. It's just so much open area, woods and all of that. And she's been treated. She said this. She said she tried to get help from the church. And the church said, we don't help your kind. Now, the narrative on like regular media is that, these things don't happen. And they would love for it to be a story that said that Javion Magee took his own life rather than everybody realizing that evil bigotry and prejudice and racism still exists. They would rather it be like, yeah, he took his own life. Meanwhile, statistically, when it comes to taking your own life, Black men are less likely to hang themselves. You didn't have to tell me that. I already knew that. I was like, why out of all ways that a person would, if they're feeling that type of way, why would they do it like that? How our ancestors was done. Like, why? Why would you do it in a way where you're suffering? Why wouldn't you just do it to where it's quick? I mean, I'm just being logical. I don't mean to offend anybody with what I'm saying, but I mean, let's use some common sense here, y'all. There's a lot of things that play in this story, in this whole episode, this whole story that don't make sense at all. And I'm afraid that this story with Javion Magee is just another episode of Strange Fruit.